What up, HVAC people? Hey, so today, let me know if y'all can hear me. I know it's early, but I want to see if I can do a video on trying to change a Appion G5 Twin return. It's early in the morning, folks. Recovery machine. The fan is broke on it. So back in the day, man, I would have just bought me a new one. Actually, one of mine got stolen. Y'all know I got my truck broke in too, but I had this right here for my backup. Actually, I bought a new one that's on my truck, but I want to try to fix this one and get to my technician. The fan broke on it, so it's real loud. Like I say, back in the day, man, I would have just bought another one, but I'm gonna see if I can fix this one. What's up, Sharp? Yeah, man, this is a video just for my documentation. I'm gonna try to replace a fan on a G5 Twin recovery tank. We can chop it up while I'm doing it. If anybody got any questions, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me see, I'll add to the stage, but this is the pump right here. Let me turn it on so you see how loud that is. Like I say, I don't know if I can replace it or not, but if anybody familiar with these G5 Twin, you know, it's supposed to be a fan on here. So I ordered the fan. I think I got it from True Tech Tools. Yeah. So I ordered the fan from True Tech Tools. And I'm going to see if I can replace this thing. Shouldn't be too hard. It's just a fan. So we're going to try to save a couple dollars, folks. Let's see here. So I'm going to get all the tools I need, set up my little bench. We're going to go to work. So, like I say, my plan is just to outfit another truck, try to duplicate the same truck that I got. I'm trying to, well, I am putting 2 trucks on the road. And eventually, hopefully I can go 3 or 4 trucks. And I always tell people, especially if you're a technician work for a company, you want to duplicate your tools anyway. I know when you're working for a company, they give you the main things, you know, like recovery machines, torches, vacuum pumps, but you want to double that, you know what I'm saying, get your own stuff too. All right, let's see here, but I haven't even opened this up, so I hope this is the right one. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. So I paid about $100 just for this fan right here. But if anybody knows, the G5 Twins going for about $1,000 right now. You might be able to find one for about $800-900. These are my favorite recovery machines. Practically the only one I ever used. I think when I first started, the company that I was with gave me one of them big gray ones. But these things right here, beast, man. They fast, they get the job done. So hopefully I can repair it, save me about $900. And that money can go to somewhere else. Let me see here. How can I put the comments on the screen? There we go. Yeah, so if anybody ever change one of these out, let me know. I don't know how hard it is. Let me get some tools though. I think I'm gonna get my ratchet set here. Yeah, man, paid $100 just for the fan, but hopefully it'll save me $1,000. So if anybody watching the replay, I'm gonna title this video Appion G5 Twin. I hope we go step by step on how to replace. I need to turn this around. Get that little hound out of my way. All right, let's see what we're working with. So I'm gonna unplug this, like I say. Fan is broke. Let's show you how loud it is. All right, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, good morning to you. Hey, when somebody said a joke, because say, oh, what grand elevation, you're like, man, don't trust nobody, man. Get up talking about some grand rising. Shout out to Great Work. Good morning. Yeah, man, we're gonna try to fix this thing. Let me unplug it before I won't get shocked here if I take this thing apart. I'll see how loud it is. But it still works. This pump right here probably about 10 years old. I actually got it from the company I was working with. They about to throw it away because the fan broke. I was like, man, I get this. I might be able to use this one day. So, about 11 years ago. I'm gonna try to fix it. You know, they make millions and millions of dollars. I ain't making no millions of dollars, folks. So, hey, I'm old school. Waste not, want not. We're gonna try to fix this thing. All right. So I'm gonna take these screws here off. So there's one screw, one here. I think you just take the sides off first. So I think it's about 4 screws. Let's see here. So I got screw 1, 2. Yeah, I got 4 screws. Let me take the bottom off first here. No, it's hard to see. So we got screws right here. Let me see if I can get a flat light. Screw right here. Blow that one up there. No, that ain't gonna work there. That ain't gonna work there. But get back on that right there. I want to show the pump. Let's see. That's better right there. All right, so this is a G5 Twin fan replacement. Like I said, I got the new fan. Let me take a look at this first. Oh, that ought to be easier than some. Yeah, I'm glad. Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard there. Should just be mounting 4 screws on there. Glad it ain't like no fan motor. You gotta take the shaft off. Like I say, man, we got 4 screws. bottom screw turning on me. Man, I'm gonna have to get my drill, man. Hey, anybody know me? I ain't with all this hand tool. Like zip, zip. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, man, hey, y'all know I use these for my trucks. Like I said, I'm just outfitting both trucks, but Home Depot got these on sale. These jacks come in handy, especially when you replacing the evaporator coil. If you by yourself, but that's a good jack right there. They on sale right now, so I want to grab another one. It's good. They come in handy. $99. I think I first paid my first one. I paid about almost $150 for it. And you see the D-wall table on sale too. $99. I paid $150 for that thing when it first came out. All right, let's see here. That's a long screw there, yeah, man. My drill. Long screw there. Okay, that's one. Put these right here. I won't lose it. Appion G5 Twin Fan Gearbox Assembly. Part number A as in Alpha Y0036. Hey, why all my military people out here? What Y mean? I'll be trying to get my what I forgot what you call it. Alpha Bravo. That's you're a technician, man. You gotta call in them part number. Some people be like, why? Yes. A as in apple. B as in boy. T as in technician. Folks be like, what? Be on the phone all day trying to repeat it. I said, why is it yellow? I forgot the name. I used to try to call myself studying this stuff sometimes. All right. So anyway, all right. So them 4 screws right here. Let's see what happened now. Okay. That's a screw right here. I don't want that to fall out there. I don't know if they're going to fall out or not. See if I can lift this up. Uh-oh. Let me run and get a flat head. Yeah, so you might have to work on your tools, folks. Cause these things, man, sometimes it be a little minor part. Like I say, this machine right here, going for $1,000 now. When I first started, they was going for about $500. But sometimes when they ain't pumping, they got pressure switches and stuff like that on it. I ordered this fan from True Tech Tools. So you can find the parts, whether it be eBay. So look at that. See it falling out? That's my fan and broke off in there. As you see, you just replace the parts. Like I said, they got pressure switches on here. All right, so they're gonna go like that. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here. Okay. So some pieces that broke, these pieces of fan them broke off in there. So I'm gonna try to grab these. You know, when that propeller starts to spin. I don't want to cause any more damage. Let's see here. You kind of look off and I'll try to spin it. Let's see if you look down. Look off in there. And if you need to do a leak search or something on it, because I have seen them leak, but these things are beasts. Like I say, this one here, over 10 years old. It's another piece down in there I need to get. So I'm gonna try to, there we go. I'm gonna try to change this out without taking that side piece off. I gotta start wearing my gloves. So I know I can't work in gloves. I hate working in gloves. With gloves on. Okay. So set all that right there. Flip it over. See if I can get a good view of this. All right. So, like I say, let me see. Where my light at? You ever got to replace these parts right here sometime? And I don't know, but you probably can even, if you just run it to a bind, because I think these things shut off at about 500 PSI, maybe 600. Let me see. So I got 700 PSI on here. You probably can read in the manual what that pressure switch, because they will go out on you. But you probably can look in the manual. Say pressure switch right here. Right here. That's the pressure switch right here. Those are notorious for going out on these pumps. But it's easy replacement. You got two terminals on there. Remove that black and that red wire. And unscrew it and put you a new one on there. I was gonna say, if you're in a bind, you might be able to jump that out. Put your jump on there and it'll keep running. Because if that pressure switch, I think it's normally closed and it'll open up at a certain pressure. But if it gets stuck open, out of there. And people will throw this whole pump away or this recovery machine for something simple like that. So go in and diagnose. Even it's the on and off switch right here. Sometimes they can get stuck open and closed. People click them. And they'll throw the whole thing away. your breakdown, you want me to repair it, contact me. What up, King? What's up, Frank? You want me to repair yours? I charge $1,100. I'm saying I'll refurbish it for you. All right. All right, so we're gonna. Oh man, Frank on that water. Frank on that water, man. Hey. Frank, show her that water, man. I'm gonna leave a link, man. Go and tap in, man. So what you're working with. Let me see how I can do this. I see that water, man. Let me see here. Let me see how I go there, buddy. Share screen. Copy. I don't know if I can put this in the comment. I don't know, man. You might say, hold on. I say, I shout out to Take Train Motivate. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, anybody copy and paste that we can chop it up in it. Frank, you ain't gotta show your secret location though. But I think how that work though, if anybody want to come on, I think you can copy and paste that. Oh, I don't know if I got an email or a text or what. It's been a while. All right, but I'm finna fire it up while it's like this, man. I'm gonna just show y'all how loud it is. See that? You see that? That's still a good, hey, ain't no wrong with that recovery machine. That's it right there. We're gonna put a new fan on here. Like I said, I got this fan from True Tech Tools. They're not a sponsor of my channel or anything like that, but they got all the tools that you need. All right, so it looked like you got 4 screws on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a little ratchet. See if we can get that replaced. All right, that look like they're gonna work right there. That's a 5/16. 5/16. Take them 4 out. All right, Tech Train Motivate. What kind of HVAC work you do? You doing residential, commercial, industrial? If you're doing industrial, I doubt you watching my channel. Them guys there. I work for an industrial plant, well, not for an industrial plant. Waste Service got a department out there in LaPorte, Texas. That's where all the refineries and stuff, man. Every now and then we had to go out there and help them guys. You talking about them plants used to be 150 degrees. I'm talking about boiling. I say, man, I don't know how y'all do this. Them boys get paid though. Them boys get paid good money. And anybody thinking about being an industrial technician? That's where the money is. All right, so let's see what we got here. G5 Twin. As you can see, this one is red. See, this almost confused me right here because I actually probably could have replaced this thing, but I seen where the new ones was blue, so I thought the red one was obsolete and it won't fit. They say the blue ones actually fit right on the, if you got a red one. These are older models, but it fit right on there. And I think the blue one removes more CFM. All right, so let's see if we can just jack this up a little bit. Okay, don't want to lose them washers. Anybody know Appion? Shout out to Appion. Y'all know a contact with Appion? Send them my way. Tell them send me some equipment, man. We'll break it down and work on it for them. Appion probably like, nah, man. No, we don't want y'all to be fixing it. We want you to buy a new one. Yeah, the bearing's gone out on that, folks. You can feel it. Bearing's gone out on there. All right, so a lot of oil and stuff in there. Yeah, that motor's still good though. Wonder should I put me some anti-seize in there? I ain't got no motor oil, I don't think. All righty, let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new one on. Man, do I got some oil? I like to put some oil up in there. This thing been sitting a while. Frank said he sent the picture to my phone. I thought I heard a chirp. Let's see what Frank working with out there, folks. Yeah. Man, don't Frank got the coolest name, man. Frank like he ought to be at who the heavyweight champion is right now? I was about to say you got Frank got that name. You be front row seat of Mike Tyson fight with that mink coat on. Frank Evans. My phone name me Walter Washington. I was like, man, why they couldn't name me Frank Evans? You know what I'm saying? My name Frank Evans. I stay with a mink coat on in the South. Let's see what Frank working with, folks. Oh, wait, that's pretty, that man. Beautiful too. Beautiful morning, man. Look at that. I don't want to show you the number. There you go. Look at Frank on that water, folks. The phone don't give it its just due, man. It's beautiful, 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 man. You enjoy it, man. Matter of fact, man, I need to get my pole. I'm sitting there looking at it, man. My pole just be looking at it. If anybody don't know the story, Frank found me. Frank is a technician now, but he said he subscribed to my channel, man. Found my video. I think I was at Lake Conroe fishing. He said, yeah, man, I subscribe to your channel. Hey, I probably ain't been fishing since. All right, so let's see here. So this right here, okay, I see it. So this right here, if you're watching the replay or you're following along, it's a little flat bar right here that go right here on that shaft. So we got to make sure we put that on there. So I'm gonna spin it this way. I don't want to get too oily there. I replaced some bearings out on a 15-ton air handler. Well, yesterday, not Friday. Still got oil on in my fingernail. All right. So I'm gonna try to slide that right down on this shaft though. on there like that. Oh, I don't know, folks. That look a little tight to me. Oh no, man. Let's see when I put it down on there. I don't know, man. Might have lied. I'm thinking what happened then. Maybe this thing, I'm gonna put it all back together. This fan supposed to work. A little tight there, folks. Come on. Hey, cause I rig it up. If this thing too tight. Let me see here. Oh, that's supposed to work. I wonder what happened. I wonder if maybe this thing dropped or something. And warped it. I got a rip out. I'll shade this down. Cause I'm a little off. I think when I put it back together, I'll be all right though. I'll shade that little corner off right there. And just heating on that little plastic right there. So let me put everything back together. I'll shade that off. Look a little tight, folks. Let me know what you think. Frank said water got a good sound to it. Yeah, hey, back in the day, man, everybody named Walt. Shit, back in the 50s and 60s. Hey, I be watching them old school movies. All the characters named Walt. So I met as my grandparent then. Looking at Sidney Poitier down. Sidney Poitier, you know he handsome. What's the name of that movie? Not Lilies in the Field. It was a play movie. All right, man. Let's see here, man. I'm gonna have to make this work, man. Like this fan too big, man. It's tough. Thought it would work. I don't know. I don't think it's the fan though. I think I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna make it do what it do though. I guarantee you that. I'll be out there like this. Cause they shade the fan. Cause if you look on it, see these, look at that. The blue one's got this little, but I don't know if I want to shade the fans or I have to shave all of them. We're gonna see. I'm gonna put it back together first, see how tight it is, and see what it hitting against. Cause it seems like we're just hitting against this one, but it ain't even all the way tight yet. So I imagine when I put everything back together, it's really gonna hit. All right. True Tech Tools. Hey. I get my money back if it don't work. Hey, I don't need no casing. Hey, I'm like, you just can't use it in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Just don't use it in the rain. There go Joe. I know Joe got an idea. Let's say, does it fit inside the screw that is black and yellow? See, man. See, Joe, man. I don't know, Joe. You might be right, man. Joe be thinking, boy. Joe, oh, I know about Joe. Joe be thinking outside the box. Yeah, I think y'all right, though. I think I'm gonna have to shade the fan then, because that ain't gonna fit inside that little shroud thing. I don't think it's gonna be hitting up against that. Yeah, man, these manufacturers think they slick though. They don't want you to work on nothing, so they'll start selling the red one. You have to find out eBay somebody selling for the fan for $300 or something. My partner said he had one that broke. I wanted to ask him, did he have that red fan or that blue fan? I told him I ordered one, so I wasn't gonna need it. I said it looked like it ought to be good when we put it back together. I don't know, man. It's kind of tight. All right. All right, we move some air now, though. I want to see if they got like a little grease port. This thing been sitting up, man. I know about 8 years. All right, let's see here. Some just don't. Well, I guess they do sit off to the right, to the left. Because he was thinking about starting buying a 3D printer and start printing plastic parts like this. I'm glad you said that, man, because we want to help small business out. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, man. So y'all go to with that frost shield. I think I got a YouTube page too, though. Frost Shield. I had to look up the website. I think it's frostshield.com, though, something like that. And I really need these the other day. But you put these on your hoses, and it'll help stop you getting frostbite. It prevents frostbite. I know, like some of y'all like low loss fitting. You know that I don't like low loss fitting. Every now and then. Condenser unit was in the awkward spot. But I don't know if he make these with 3D printers or not, man. It's just small business though. Anybody interested though? But these go on the end here. I honestly never even used it. This is low loss fitting right here, I think. But these go on here, you get you a good grip, and it's going to help the refrigerant, not get on your hand. I mean, because I know how to do it where I don't really get burnt, man. But when I was on that ladder the other day, there was really no way I can get on that liquid line, and some of that stuff burnt my thumb a little bit. It ain't get me good. Because I always tell people, don't get burnt, man. If you got to lose all the refrigerant, let it go. The EPA will be all right. And like I said, I don't use, I mean, I have low loss fittings, but that little stuff, I mean, when you're taking your gauges off and you get that, people, oh man, you're losing your refrigerant. Man, that ain't that much refrigerant. It ain't. I don't know how much. It sure ain't no ounce. But it's just a little spray. But I think these go over here just like this. So y'all visit. I'm gonna get the website though. Got to support our fellow HVAC technician. He ain't no large company or nothing. He just made this invention on his own. Like I said, I don't know how he make. I don't know if he's getting them manufactured or how they doing them, but I told him send me some, and now I haven't tried them out or anything like that, but I think they just go on here. Yeah. Let me see here. So if you get 3D printing, make sure you get one that can competently print ABS plastic, no other plastic or durable enough. Okay, man, thanks for sharing that. Hey, so we technician though, man. We actually out in the field using some of this stuff. So yeah, we need to be doing some inventions, knowing we know what we need. I don't know how to get this thing on here. Let's see here. You can just do this. Okay, there you go. Just fold it back like that. There you go. Especially new technician, all technicians though. Yeah, see that fit on there just like that. And you get a good grip on there. See, it's easy to spin. And when you get that little, it's gonna reflect. It can't get back on your hand. So that's a nice invention he came out with. So let me get his website. If y'all can visit his website. Let me see. Like I say, he got a YouTube channel too called Frost Shield. There you go. But I definitely use these on mine. Like I said, all you gotta do is get that good grip. You know what I'm saying? To spin it off. right, there you go right there. That's a good idea. All right. Let me see if I can find the exact website though. All right, so the website is, you can see that's how they'll look on your gauge. Put one on your red, the yellow, and the blue. Yeah, so go to frostshieldhvac.com. Go to frostshieldhvac.com. Support our fellow technicians. There you go right here. frostshieldhvac.com. We'll buy you a couple of them, about 2 or 3. Buy some for all your technicians. All right, man. Let's see what we got here. All right. No, man. That might be all right, though. I'm sure. Yeah. It ain't like it cutting it close, man. But I'm sure that's the same. You know, they ain't, them companies be cheap too to manufacture. They ain't, when they come out with new tools, new machines and new tools, they try to use some of their same parts and stuff too. So that should be the fun part. Now I gotta remember how to put this thing back together. All right, so we got that there. All right. Yeah, man. I think that's gonna be hidden though. See that there? Hold up, folks. I'm just trying to make sure this the right end here. You know what? Hey man, why my screen turn blue like that? Sharp said he was talking about 3D printing a fan blade. I think that would be possible to do that. How much? Fan blade costs $100. All right, so this the new one right here. So I want to see if, yeah, all this same size. So it should work, man. That same exact size there. You can tell ain't no different from this guard than that guard. So this should work. Like I say, so this thing right here is probably about at least 12 years old. 13 years old, 2012 at least. And I don't know if it fell or something like that and maybe got warped. All right, I'm trying to see how to put this thing back together. Go that way. Oh, they're hurting right here. Got it there. Anybody watching this on the computer? Okay, there we go. I say, why my screen turning blue? Trying to see if all this stuff the same. I ain't more left side or right side. I don't know, do you need to go on first or not? Okay. Why some folks may be like, man, screw that, man. Hey, man, it take too much time, man. I'll just buy me another one. Okay, this right here need to go around that motor. Now, but do I got to put this on? I need to put that on at the same time. said, I don't worry, I'm gonna do this at the same time here. I don't know, folks. It might not work. I thought it was gonna work. All right, that makes sense. Let's put this on first. Then do. Put this on first, then put that on there. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. Sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at it. Gotta try to line all this up at the same time. Lost video files. Sure. No. Extra camera. There we go. All right, man. Let's see here, man. My bad, folks. I'm pushing all kind of butt here. Move this out the way. Let's see if I can get that good angle, man. I know what I need, man. Need some coffee. What I need. Get a little coffee in me, man. I'm gonna get this thing right. Yes, sir, Victor. I say good luck, have a blessing. Yeah, man, I might need a little luck right now. I say thanks for the content. All right, man. Let me see how I can get this thing together, man. You gotta try to put that top end and bottom on at the same time. That's why I was trying not to take this whole thing and look. I was trying to do it with one panel on. Yeah, it just seems like it's warped though. This thing seems warped, man. If all that fails, I won't even put the back piece on here. Let's see here. They gotta go on there at the same time, know that. And this thing is sitting in my shed. I don't know if it got too hot in there. Plastic got warped, but all right. So this is the top side right here. This side here, it needs to be facing that way. This needs to be going this way. Okay. It needs to be going that way. Somebody say good luck, look like that's what I'm gonna need. All right, let's see here. That's the bottom right there. So you gotta kind of right there. Right, man, this thing seems like it's more. Man. If all that fair, we ain't put that back piece on there. Yeah. What's up, Gene? Struggling with this stuff. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all think this fan just oversized for it? You know what? Yeah. What happened if I flip this fan around? Try to put it on a different way. Let me see this one here. Seems like they got the fan sideways. See, this is different from going live and editing the video, folks. It's the real world right here. I could have edited all this out, put it back together. Y'all be like, man, that got her good, man. Hey. That's what y'all get when y'all watching these HVAC techs. Ain't no wrong with it now. Don't get me wrong. It is what it is. But these little 10-minute videos, before and after, I ain't showing you the real deal. All right, let me see. I ain't showing you the real deal. Ain't no service. Ain't no service call gonna last no 10 minutes. I ain't never had a service call. Not in 10 minutes. I don't care if it's a cap and go. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. We show you the real deal. I think I just posted a video. Hey, check out my latest video, repairing a leak. Show you part 2. I'll show you part 2. Came back, hey, I fixed a leak on the U-bend. Came back the next day, it was about 15 PSI in that condenser. Did all that work. Still ain't fixed. I already quoted the customer. I ain't charged extra enough for finding multiple leaks. Yeah, my price. Oh, I don't need to drop no screw. All right, there you go. So I'm gonna see if there's any way I can manipulate. Like I say, this unit right here was just in our shop when I used to work for a company. They was gonna throw it away because it had that bad fan on there. But I'm wondering, did that thing get warped or something like that? I'm trying to see, man. I need it straight up like that. I think that's it right there. Gotta be a way you can just put it straight. Good thing about it, you gotta line it up with that shaft. Oh, my bad, folks. I'm trying to see, man, if how they got the bottom of this shaft is leaning too far over to the left. I need it straight. Then it won't hit. All right, folks, some time and take patience, man. We're gonna get it right though. I got $1,000 on the line right here, man. That ain't. Let the folk from Appion be like, man, I would have had that chain done in a second. Like I said, man, it just ain't my expertise right here. We're gonna get it right though. I don't know why they ain't got the thing just going straight up. I gotta do all this extra stuff. Well, how they got the shaft, ain't number one way to go for it to go on there. Back. You up? You doing breakfast? So you doing breakfast?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Sausage, eggs, avocado, toast.
All right.
This one?
Mm-hmm. I want raisin bread though.
Okay. You want butter on it?
Yeah.
The French butter?
You know, yeah, that's good. Either one.
Okay.
Come on, man. That's some bull crap, man. I ain't no one. Let me put the old one back on here, see how it will fit. I mean, I guess the old one sits sideways too. But something had to happen, even for this old one to break like that. I don't know if the motor just not sitting down in here right or what. So I don't even see how these blades done fell off here. Like I say, this originally was not my pump, so I don't know exactly what happened to it. Wash out of there. All right, man. Let me see what I can do here, man. It look like it lining up straight. Man. I think I need to shave this stuff off. I think I'm gonna put it on, shave this off. I'm sure that's gonna mess up something. Man, I don't want to shave them fans. I don't know, folks, what you think? I don't know, man. I don't want to have to do no cutting. All this space over here. Oh. My bad, man. I ain't even on the stage. All this space over here, though. Look at all this space, man. I just don't get it. That's crazy. Oh, this place, hold up, you can't. They gotta be flip it that way. Elevator, just rotate that shaft on here. If I can get it right here. They rotate that shaft some kind of way. See, you got that little key. That shaft got that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Sometimes it takes a little patience. There we go. I'm about to say, man, I know I shouldn't be sitting sideways like that. I know we're in Ace time. There we go. So that's it right there. I'm about to say, if all else fails, read the instructions, but I ain't got no instructions to it, so we got to figure it out now. So, like I say, we ain't out the woods yet, so I really don't need that fan guard on there. We're gonna make it right, though. I'm gonna make another attempt. Try to put this back piece back on here. See, I can edit all that out of there. I can edit all that out of there, folks, and be like, man. No, man, we ain't gonna do no editing, though. How long we been on this video? Damn, hour and 24 minutes. So that's the main thing. If you gotta change that fan out there, you gotta make sure your shroud on there good. If I say, watching the replay, you fast forward to, I'll leave in the comments, you can fast forward to an hour and 24 minutes. Hey, probably 30-minute job, well, at least an hour job. It'll take me 2 hours, but hey, we still saved ourselves $1,000, so. God doggy. Man, feel good out there, man. Beautiful sunny day. About 50-something degrees out there. I thought we were through with the cool weather, but I feel good. Yeah, man, they make this more complicated than it need to be, though. Let's see here. Man, we HVAC techs, man. We fix anything. I know how we get down. I ain't gotta take this whole back pile back out to put this screw in. Yeah, moral of the story, you gotta shade something down, something ain't right. You got, especially in HVAC, you gotta start forcing panels and stuff like that on. Step back, take a look at it, rethink that thing. But something ain't right. All right, folks, so this is the Appion G5 Twin plastic fan replacement. All right, so let's see here, man. See if we can put this piece back here back on. See what they're gonna give me. I gotta take it all the way back apart. I almost want to say get this piece, but you gotta have it on there. We ain't made it to the mountaintop yet. Gotta get that good angle. Make sure I don't make this easy, dude. Decent coffee, man. What it do out there, HVAC people? What's happening? Struggling with this thing. What's up, Elgin, Washington? Struggling with this Appion G5 Twin, this fan replacement. Trying to save myself a couple dollars. So I'm trying to outfit another truck. So we had 2 trucks rolling. All right, so let's see here. Like I said, a lot of my stuff got broken into, got stolen. So I just bought another vacuum pump. It should be here tomorrow. Actually, I think they say today. I'm trying to keep from buying another recovery machine. Yeah, man. Hey, I've been good, man. Hey, ain't no complaints, man. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? God giving us another day. Opportunity to get out here and do what we want. Freedom. I can't ask for more. Ain't no complaints on my end. But I was just about to say, hey, I gotta start charging these John Moore prices, man. So I can just, some break, just go buy another. I gotta start selling some units or something. I'm making these pennies repairing units. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me share my screen. Let me see here. So y'all don't have to see me struggling putting this thing back together. I'm gonna get it right though. It's gonna take me a minute. Let me see video file. Let me see share screen. I was just watching this dude here, man. Funny, man. It ain't funny, but y'all know I be on John Moore, man. Talking about they get free service visits. Let me see. Cancel this. I was looking at this dude's video in the comments. Bear with me 1 second here. Let me see if I can go to my history. I go to history. So this what I posted right here. Hold up. Y'all remember I posted this a while back. Let me see. How can I do this? Okay. Share screen. Audio. Oh, let me go back. Share screen. Window. Why won't let me do it? I call them scam more. I know every state or every city got a every state and every city got one of them one of the companies.
.com to switch.
Hi, I'm Don Valentine with John Moore AC, Plumbing, and Electrical. When something breaks, you need help. Most companies charge just to come to your home. Before they even see the problem, there's...
Let me know if y'all can hear that. Because it's mixed messages. I did a YouTube short, like some companies don't want, some customers don't want to pay a service fee. One guy left a comment saying that it's pretty much the unlicensed technicians. Let me know if y'all can hear my screen. He said unlicensed technicians are the ones that's not charging the service fee. And that could be true, but now these large companies out here that's buying up all the TV ads is not charging service fees either. Let me know if y'all can
Listen to me.
That. Take this off.
.com to switch.
Hi, I'm Don Valentine with John Moore AC, Plumbing, and Electrical. When something breaks, you need help. Most companies charge just to come to your home. Before they even see the problem, there's a fee. I don't get it. Why should you pay them for the chance to earn your business?
Why should you pay them for?
I can't be the only person who
your business?
.com to switch.
1 hour that's doing it. 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour AC. They definitely got their sales team. But I think 1 hour AC, sometimes they will try to fix the unit. But John Moore, what I'm hearing, I'm gonna show another video. I'm gonna try to go through some of the comments, man. So many bad reviews on John Moore. I'm talking about from just taking out the disconnect, telling people they need a whole new unit because their compressor gone out. And then one customer said he just came back and flipped the breaker back around, and it's been running for the last 6 years. But so 1 hour AC, they probably doing free service calls too, though. But dude, looking sincerely, and I know for a fact, because I've been behind these folks, man, they're a scam, man. So if any customers out there, though, man, give your small contractors an opportunity. True enough, if you Google AC in my area, this company right here is going to be one of the first ones that pop up. I cannot compete with marketing with them. They got pamphlets. They on every large commercial channel, television channel, from ABC to NBC to CBS. From the time you wake up in the morning, and they finna start rolling out once it start getting warm up. They finna flood it with ads that they gonna come out and give you a $39 AC inspection. And I'm telling you right now, they cannot afford these commercial spots charging for $30 maintenance. Ain't no way that you can do a good routine maintenance for $30, especially not if you making you paying $1 million for these big billboards. They got about 50 trucks in their parking lot, probably sitting there right now, ready to roll out. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no way they can afford those TV ads. So all they're trying to do is just get into your home and sell you something. They just trying to get in your home no matter what it takes. Because ain't no way you can clean no condenser coil, do no inspection, check refrigerant, check pressures for a $39 coupon to have a routine maintenance. They're gonna have a technician out there. He gonna have some navy crispy white pants on with a collar shirt button down. Ain't no way he finna get on his knees and talk about troubleshoot your unit for no $39 or even just a free service fee. And people fall for it all the time. My truck can be sitting right here. I'm waiting on a call to go do honest work, but they taking up all the ad space. You can't even find me because they on the first page of Google. And not only that, they be having different companies. Sometimes some of these large companies buying up all these ads. They phone a ring, but they subcontract and chuck in the truck. You know what I'm saying? So don't get fall by the okie doke. If you're in the Houston area, contact Washington AC Heating or contact your local contractor. Even if you're a small business, you're a contractor, you listen to this live, you can drop your company info. But we got to shut these big companies down. Yeah, flood radio. They got radio ads. They got billboard. And look at the dude. He just tripped me out. I'm saying, he say, what he say? Why do you got to pay me to get
Hi,
business?
I'm Don Valentine with John Moore AC, Plumbing, and Electrical. When something breaks, you need help. Most companies charge just to come to your home. Before they even see the problem, there's a fee. I don't get it.
He say he don't get it. Most companies charge to come to your home. What else we supposed to do, man? I mean, I don't know, man. Like I say, hey, because he look like a scam. Like I say, maybe I'm doing it wrong, man. Maybe we doing it wrong. Maybe I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I just need to change my whole thing up and because obviously they doing something right. If they can afford 50 trucks, commercials everywhere, radio ads. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just need to, hey, wait, no service fee, and just start charging $30,000 for the units. It's just hard for me, man, to just look somebody in the eye and try to sell them something they don't need. But these dudes, they doing it like clockwork. I'm telling you now. I go behind them. It's a numbers game. They don't mind. Just say if you got 10 customers, right? They rolling out. They don't, because somebody gonna call. You know what I'm saying? Whether they new, these folks be getting over on elderly folks. It's a numbers game to them. If you selling $30,000 systems and you only get one customer, they okay with that. They can be 1 for 10, but you got, man, you got 30,000. They said, you know. But we the small guys selling these $10,000 system. We got to get 3 or 4 customers just to get that one. I just had a customer. John Moore went to their house, man. I swear, $50,000 for 2 units. And these people from California, they don't know no better. But luckily, the lady called her brother, and her brother say, "Hey, before you sign that contract, let me make a few calls." And he actually found my video on YouTube, and that was 2 years ago. And the unit's still running. Come on, go on here now. Yeah, man. So y'all let me know, man. We got what we need to do. Get with the program. No service fee. I just hate. Oh, I say. And then some people want you to pay no service fee because they listen to guys like this. What you say?
Why should you pay them for the chance to earn your business?
Why should you pay them for the chance to earn your business? You know, little lady, or it can be. They let's say they just got to listen to that commercial right there, and then they call me. I tell them I got $150 service fee. They just listen to this guy right here, John Moore. They go like, yeah, why would we pay you to earn my business? And I'm like, man. Then when we get out there to troubleshoot, let's say if it's low voltage short or something, like some people say 150 degrees in the air, got a low voltage short, man, it takes time to find the short. It ain't like we going to some of these service calls just to push up a button like, bam, okay, you good. Now, sometimes it takes a little diagnosis. You can have a bad TXV, you know, I mean, and some certain things you just can't rule out. If you got low suction pressure, okay, now I need, maybe look at some airflow issue. You got to get a ladder, check the filter, see if you got a dirty filter. You may have to check the amps on the blower motor. Who finna do all that for free? Then you tell me, hey, then when you get in the quote, I just think I'm matter of fact, I got my brother-in-law, he do HVAC work. I'm hearing them in the background. They talk now. I'm doing a thorough check, right? I hear him on the phone with a brother-in-law. Hey, see if he checked that. He way in Detroit somewhere. Make sure he check the capacitor. Man, I done heard it all, man. You doing all that work for free? Man, you crazy. I go back to waste service, man, before I do all that. So they don't mind taking advantage of people. They send a new tech out there, and then they bring in the sales guy to talk them into a new $20,000 install. Yeah, man, I see it all the time. Matter of fact, I got a neighbor down the street, about 4 houses down the street. They new to the neighborhood now. There's an elder lady used to stay there, Miss Maureen. Miss Maureen, she getting on the older side, but Miss Maureen used to call me to go service her unit. She got an old Goodman unit. Ain't too much wrong with that unit, man, because that lady used to keep it maintained, and she had me clean the unit up a couple times, right? And Miss Merlene, like I say, she got a little older, so she moved to her daughter's house in North Carolina. And Miss Maureen, before she moved though, because she knew she was gonna sell that house, she say, hey, Miss Washington, I want you to give me a quote on a new unit. So I give her, because she say, you know how some elderly people is, older people, they want to make it right before they sell the house. But I'm like, Miss Moran, really nothing wrong with your unit, but if you want to put a new one in there for the people that buying it, that's on you. I give them a quote. So I think I quoted her like $10,000 or something like that to replace the whole complete system. But they end up not replacing the system. And I'm knowing ain't too much wrong with the system though. I'm like, that's fine. I think her daughter then was like, nah, we'll just sell the house as is. So these folks, anyway, they sold the house. Miss Maureen moved to North Carolina. They had, I ain't gonna mention the company, but it's one of them larger companies. I'm gonna tell you out of the three, John Moore, ARS, and 1 hour. One of them three, right? I look down there. I'm like, and mind you, I don't mind doing my immediate neighbors. Because be honest with you, I don't even want to. Technically, I don't even like doing the whole neighborhood and stuff like that. So even when somebody new moved to the neighborhood, I ain't gonna be like, hey, I do HVAC work. You can call me. I don't even go around the block and hang my my business card. That's a whole nother mess right there. I learned from that. Now I don't be knocking on my door at 10 o'clock at night thinking I'm fit to come down there and service your unit. So, but my immediate neighbors, my next door neighbor, I replaced her AC. I replaced the one there right next to me and like 2 houses down. So, but my immediate neighbors and my little cul-de-sac, I take care of for sure. But anyway, the new family move in. I see a service truck over there. It was like a Saturday around 1 or 2 p.m. Service truck. And then I looked. So it was a service van first, around about 2 p.m. on a Saturday. About 2 hours later, I see a like a pick, a small little pickup truck, let's say like a Toyota Tacoma or something. I said, there go Mr. Salesman. Man, that salesman, I swear. He ain't got no tools or nothing. I seen him come with clean little white shirt on. That dude was in that house from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. talking to them folks. I'm like, man, what the HVAC guy talking to them folks? I'm talking about 5 or 6 hours. I said, yeah, he got him. He stayed in the house about 6 hours talking to them folks, man. And I know for a fact he was pressuring them. He was putting that pressure on them. I said, he got him. So I woke up the next morning. It was a Sunday home. Shoot. They had the whole unit in the yard. I'm like, they got him. They got him. And I guarantee you, hey, I don't know how much they sold it for, but they got him. So y'all got to be careful though, man. Got to be careful. Yeah, they set the standard with no service fees. Now every customer will expect that now. Yeah, we behind the 8 ball. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to my history real quick. I'm gonna show you this guy. I'll read some of the comment. Well, yeah, what that guy here, man? Y'all know I'll be watching that racing, man. Let me see here. What that guy? Yeah, NASCAR about to come on now, I think. Let me see here, man. What that guy at? Yep, scan report right here.
Probably it's Jeff Wiseman with Jeff Wiseman Electric. And I want to take a brief couple of minutes to explain to you why no one should ever call John Moore Services for any.
So let's look at some of these comments right here. On November 17th, 2022, an HVAC inspection from John Moore Services resulted in extensive damage to my home. Hold on, I ain't about to read all that. My home costing $7,600. Almost immediately after entering my attic, water began to spray into my garage. Their technician, Charles James, oh man, they naming names and everything. But Charles James, with his trainee, broke a water pipe. He said, no big deal. It's only a little water. He lied. The garage ceiling and wall showed water damage. There was also water in a bathroom. I ain't for to read all this. It just y'all want to check that one out, go to Uncle Fester. I see another one right here. I had a customer getting their breaker panel replaced by John Moore Services. During that process, the John Moore electrician said, hey, there's something wrong with your AC, and I can contact our AC department to come back and check it out for free. There you go, right there. So not only that, John Moore, they do plumbing, they do electrical, and they do AC work, private generators and everything else. They're a one-stop shop. AC guy comes and he said, AC compressor is dead. You're going to need a new one for $20,000. Electrician, that's why I say companies, customers. If you contact John Moore, immediately call Washington AC and Heating after that for a second opinion. And I'm gonna say that because we can give you options, because they're only probably gonna give you one option. You gotta replace the whole thing. Sometimes we may be able to just replace the compressor. Now with some of the refrigerant laws changing, from 410A to what we call A2L refrigerant, some equipment may not be compatible with others, but we still can give you options and stuff like that. Because they're going to try to tell you got to replace the furnace and everything, but they do make little adapters that we can hook up to your existing furnace if you want it within code. And beyond it, which a coil is a coil. And copper is copper, so there's ways around that too. Anyway, AC guys comes, he said compressor is dead, gonna be $20K. The electrician finished their job, and customer called us to come back and check it out. I arrived, found no power to the condenser. I found that they pulled out the disconnect and set it upside down in the off position, flipped it, and it started system up and started cooling. No issues. And that was 6 years ago. It's still cooling. John Moore service give us a bad name. You see that? You see the scam tactic that they do? All they did was pull the disconnect and flip it upside down. Because this one here say, I have also been scammed by John Moore on an air conditioning system. I was quoted $1,100 to replace my garbage disposal. Them garbage disposals going for $1,100. Man, I'm gonna have to start keeping me about 2 garbage disposals in the truck, man. Hey, I replaced mine. I'm sure I can do yours. I found the same exact disposal at Home Depot. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. See, don't get me wrong. Like Ellen say, 1,100. That's crazy. Now, you will never hear me trip on nobody prices though. Because whatever the customer agreed to, that's what they agreed to. So if John Moore can get $1,100, kudos to them. If they can get $30,000 and the customer agree with it, kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't like they just going in there robbing though. Whatever their markup is for them to afford, they overhead, they got 50 trucks on the road, or they paying all these commercial ads, they got to pay these salesmen and stuff like that. That's they overhead. So I'm not tripping on the cost. What I'm saying is you can contact your smaller contractor. Well, we don't have as much overhead, so I don't have to charge as much. You know what I'm saying? I might not mark it up that much. But if they charge $1,100 and you agree to it, that's on you. But I could charge you $900. You know? So I'm not tripping on the price. You're not gonna hear me saying, hey, I'm not gonna that's what they agree to. Okay, this one here say 100% true. I am fighting for a refund at the moment. My mother called them while I was out of town to snake a pipe due to backflow. They ran the camera down the pipe, charged my mother $250, and tried to tell her how this was a major job, as we have to break and it could cost up to $12,000. Thank God she called me, and I told the guy to basically get the hell out of my house They tried to scare my mother big time. The salesman said he would send us the photos of the break. It's been 2 weeks and still nothing. I'm still fighting for a refund. Wish me luck. Biggest scam ever faced. I mean, if all you pay for $250 for them to look at the camera, I don't think you deserve a refund. Your mother did call them out there. But I think John Moore running ads now for like free camera inspections or something like that. So maybe they waiving that $250. You know what I'm saying? But at least you didn't pay the $12,000 to fix all that stuff. So even you elderly out there, man, once you call these major companies, once they give you that free quote, if they say they're gonna give you a free quote, you need to call somebody in your family or like I say, your local contractor and just get a second opinion. I'm gonna read some more of them comments. Let's see what they got here talking.
Any reason, electrical, air conditioning, or plumbing. I'm an electrician, so I can speak more about their electrical side of the business, and I'm gonna share that with you right now. They got a catchy jingle on TV, 720-2525. Call John, pay more. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll bet you John Moore spends more on primetime TV commercials than I gross in a year, and most any other successful electrical contractors gross too. Yeah. Let me first say I have no actual experiences with John Moore. Only secondhand stories shared with me by my new customers that have been ripped off by John Moore. I will say I've seen some of their work, and I have no idea how it could ever pass a city inspection. But what I do have is a good feel for how John operates. And in my opinion, this borders on fraud. John runs TV ads for free breaker panel inspections. Most smart people know nothing in life is free. People in sales have a name for people that answer or reply to these type ads, and that is mooch. Anyway, here's how John Moore works this scam. The guys they send out are trained, commissioned salesmen with an electrician's license, and they use psychological extortion to scare homeowners into overpriced repairs that are not necessary. Here's an example I got just last week. This guy just moved into Houston, and while moving into his house, he noticed one wall plug was overheating and melting, turning brown. He calls John Moore, and he had no other issues other than that one wall plug. He'd already had a home buyer's inspection for the house when he bought it, and everything was fine. Here's what happened. John Moore comes out, asks to see the breaker panel. Surprise, it's a Federal Pacific breaker panel. Anyway, John Moore tells him and his wife the Federal Pacific panel was a fire hazard, unsafe, and needed to be replaced as soon as possible or the house could burn down. Okay, it's a 200 amp breaker panel, and John Moore wants $4,000 for the repair of the breaker panel. Wow. He tells the homeowner to go Google Federal Pacific if he doesn't believe him about the reputation for Federal Pacific. Again, the salesman is trained to do this. The John Moore salesman also got out a $8,000 thermal imaging camera and took a picture of the breaker panel showing one hot breaker. Well, guess what? It was a 240 volt breaker going to a central air conditioning unit. The central air conditioning unit had been running 4 hours non-stop because the movers were there with their doors wide open. Duh. Look, so it ain't just all industry. Look, they get a free electrical inspection too. What John Moore say, why do you got to pay us to earn your business? Read some more of these comments. Oh, I say, don't be fooled, folks, man. Like I say, get your local contractor. Contact them first. I don't know why people go with these huge companies. What these huge companies got on us, man? Because I can tell you now, hey, I ain't the best technician in the world, but I guarantee you I can get a job with them as a technician. And they're going to try to turn me into a salesman.
Let me see. John Moore gave me $11,000 bid to change my electrical panel in my home. I want to read it. Some HVAC stuff if they got it. Well, let's see what this is saying. I would swear the technician put something in the box that would melt and smell. The melted evidence. These folks burning plastic, man, sticking in these folk boxes, man. These folk wild, man. Hey, I ain't never thought of that one right there, man. I just seen folks unhooking wires, man, but they take it to the next level. They done melted some plastic, man, and stuck it in this woman's box. Oh, man. This melted evidence was gone along with the smell the next day when another company looked at it. There's nothing wrong with my electrical box. The salesman was so pushy with their financing, wanted me to say yes to the deal. I'm telling you, man, that's what they did down the street to my neighbors. They put the pressure on them. They sat them down at their kitchen table. Because I've seen some of them sales meetings on YouTube. They would not take no for an answer. They could have called their supervisor about 5 or 6 times and said, man, can you do this? Or what about this right here? What if we just remove this? Let me see. The salesman was so pushy with their finance and wanted me to say yes to the deal. Deal or no deal. He called their lawn service to bid on my yard for treatment. Oh, man. See, I ain't know John Moore do lawn service, dude. They gonna cut the grass too, man. Hey, man, you sign on this dotted line, I'm gonna give you a free grass cut. Man, I ain't know John Moore do lawn care, man. Oh, man, hey, one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? When that bid was $250 for a single treatment, I knew their business was a hoax. So glad I did not do business with them. I hope others will cautiously consider looking at options before contacting John Moore. Man, these folks doing lawn care and everything, man. Hey, so what y'all think about this, man? Because I was thinking, I ain't never done it, but I was almost this close when I see a John Moore van in somebody's yard and they leave, creep up right behind them, man. Hey, you want a second opinion? Is that not ethical? You know what I'm saying? Business is business, dog world out here. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want to go to nobody's house and they ain't called me. You know what I mean? But I was so thinking about, hey, sliding on my business card. I see that John Moore van. See AR Rescue Rooters. Slide that business card on. Hey, you want a second opinion? Hey, I was just in the neighborhood. Hey, that's just like canvas in the neighborhood, ain't it? I might just go around and look for John Moore vehicles. And be like, oh, I was just canvas in the neighborhood. Like I ain't even see the truck there. Because I leave everybody in that street a business card. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, matter of fact, my AC is now. They on their way back. But just because you sign a paper, hey, just because you sign a paper, I don't think you gotta tell them you was under duress or something. Be like Push Shiesty and Gucci Mane. No, I signed that. I was under duress, man. That salesman had me at my kitchen table talking about he wouldn't leave.
Right?
So yeah. So I just signed the dotted line. No, you good. Yeah. Hey. John Moore had you sign the dotted line, man. Hey, say I was under duress. Let me see. let's say you look at the job post and they give a big incentive for techs selling new equipment. Oh yeah, they don't want no true tech. They hire our character. They have our character. They can train. They say they can train the tech. They gonna turn the tech into a salesman. So all the new technicians out there, man, if that's the only opportunity you got, go ahead and take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're gonna help you with your people skills and stuff like that. But they're gonna stunt your growth. They don't want you repairing no equipment. Like I tell my guy, we ain't gonna never. I train my guy, we ain't gonna never be dishonest. We're gonna tell the people what's wrong with it, and it's up to them. We give them a recommendation. We're gonna take pictures, showing the capacitor reading, you know what I'm saying, showing the condition of the unit. If they don't have a flow switch or something like that, whatever we find, we're gonna give you recommendation, but we ain't gonna invent nothing. I know all to say the little tricks out there. I done seen guys, they'll come troubleshoot your unit in the summertime, they'll turn the gas valve off, and knowing you're gonna call it back in the wintertime, they're gonna sell you a whole new furnace. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. It's a numbers game. Eventually, we're gonna run to people that they're gonna need a new AC unit, or we'll send you a quote, let you know, hey, you know it's gonna be time for a new unit. Yeah, man. Hey, them techs making a killing off that commission. We make $200,000. Our commission alone. I don't say how you sleep at night though. The one thing about me, I sleep good at night. I know for a fact I ain't getting over on nobody. You ain't gonna see me at a Target or Walmart talking about this him right there. No, you see me at Target or Walmart somewhere. They'll be like, that's Miss Watson right there. That's my HVAC guy right there. You ain't gonna see me ducking. I'll say I had someone do a free inspection to look at my roof. Once he was done, he called his manager to talk to me about replacing and financing. Yeah, man, ain't nothing free, man. Ain't nobody finna come and do nothing free. Somebody knock on this door almost every other day. Talking about they just did my neighbor down the street. I'm like, man, I'm in the service industry too. I know, man, I'm good. Me and my wife, we start answering the door. I don't even answer the door. I already know what's going on. I be looking at him on camera. I say, watch this, baby. He finna go to the neighbors now. But you know, sometimes you be thinking it's actually somebody. Man, look, I had one pizza dude talking about he trying to sell pizza. Talking about they down. I ain't gonna even name the name of the pizza company. It's not a big chain though. Man, do you know? So I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, man, I support you in the neighborhood. I bought a $20 pamphlet, and I don't eat pizza like that. Bought a $20 pamphlet for him that has some coupons in there. Buy one, get one free. You know, you got a special on a large, medium, or something like that. Man, it wasn't a month later, man, these folks gone out of business, man. And I know for a fact, because this dude was the manager or something, he had to know that they were about to go out of business. And he walking around selling pamphlets. Because it's another piece of company that's in that building now. So I ain't answering no door. If I don't know you, I'm good. If I ain't call you, I don't need it. If my roof ain't leaking, if I don't call you, I don't need it. And me personally, I know somebody in every trade anyway, so I don't need you anyway. I do my own lawn. Yeah, man, I ain't know John Moore did cut grass though. Yeah, that's a new one, man, out here melting plastic. So let's read some more of the reviews. Well, let me see what the guy talking about, man. I'm gonna eat real quick. Let me see.
Of course that breaker's going to show hot on a thermal imaging picture, but that's normal regardless of the manufacturer or age of the panel. The salesman makes the repair to the wall plug free of charge. And again, this is psychological warfare.
I'm gonna see that right here. Look at him, John Moore. Hey, y'all better watch out, man. I know we in Texas. You see this one here? They spreading their wings. I'll say recently, John Moore has opened up a new location here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. There are claims to be a 50-year-old company and are using misleading, confusing ads to commit bait and switch on customers as well. They're spending a lot of money on TV advertising, fancy new trucks, and online marketing, all of which designed to fool people into believing they are a 50-year-old local contractor in our area. They are not even licensed to do business in New Mexico. Matter of fact, okay, he said they ain't even licensed. Matter of fact, next time I see a John Moore truck, I want to see their TLR license here in the state of Texas and see who got the license. A lot of these companies, I know the company I used to work for, Waste Service, the owner don't even got no license either. They be using technician license. Now, I never have anything bad to say about Waste Service, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I know for a fact owners, they'll use technician license. And I think they were paying a technician about $500 a year to use his license. I know this for a fact. They give it to him for a Christmas bonus. Like, man, come on, man. You ought to be getting that dude about $20,000, $25,000 a year to be using his license. So they always got to have somebody in the company with a license. So you can look up their TLR and see exactly who license they're working under. You see, look, they are using another contractor license number, which is illegal according to New Mexico construction industry rules and regulations, and may lead to revocation of the New Mexico license they are currently using in their marketing efforts. No one will ever call this company if they took the time to properly check them out and know the truth about the rip-off organization. Yeah, man. Hey, John Moore might be in a city in a state near you. Y'all better be careful. Because all to rip off. Let me see. Today, I'm a new customer. Today I'm at a new customer house making repairs. The wife of the house said they had another electrician last year to tell them their 8-year-old new home breaker panels needed to be replaced. She said the electrician said the breakers were wrong, the wrong type, a wire was used, and the grounding was missing. She couldn't remember who the technician was, or her husband said it was John Moore. John Moore out here getting him, man. Hey, and this is one channel people just popping up, because you know what happening? All they doing is Googling John Moore on YouTube, And this dude here probably pop up. John Moore gave me $11,000 bid. I think I read that one then. Oh, look at this. They got me for $7,000 just to replace and move a breaker. I did not see this first. Where's your blog? People in Houston need this information. John Moore gets more braids in each year. Oh man, John Moore out here brazen. Honeycomb. We'll say John Moore getting braids every year. More and more. All right, man, it's supposed to be an Appion. Oh, shoot, condenser fan motor replacement. Fan replacement. I'm tired of fooling with this thing. It'll turn into a John Moore bashing. John Valentine be like, oh, man, that ain't true. That ain't true. We're a reputable company. John Moore gonna fool around and get me for slandering their name, man. Milestone. Okay, y'all Milestone here in Dallas ain't told me I was being selfish if I didn't find any work for the plumbers. Man, I'm an HVAC tech. Hey, yeah, okay, that's what they do then. Cause like I say, they're a one-stop shop. They're a one-stop shop, man. Milestone, Congrad too. They want you to do it all. Yeah, so y'all got Milestone up their way. Y'all better be careful, John Moore. They're gonna fool around head up your way too. But all if you got Milestone, I want to look up Milestone. Can I look up Milestone? Milestone in Dallas. I just want to look them up because a lot of time, all these major companies they go to the same sales meeting. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about no NBA. I see NBA pop up on my Google, man. My Rockets tripping, man. Let's see here. Milestone. What's the name of Milestone? HVAC in Dallas. There they go. All of them go to them same meetings though. There they go, right? Oh, they got a 4.9 5-star rating with almost 20,000 reviews. Look, they be paying for them reviews, man. Look, they do electric, AC, and plumbing. Yeah, they just one of them other big companies. Yeah, they got 20,000 reviews though. Yeah, they own it. Well, I say John Moore probably own them too, man. All them big companies. They got 20,000 reviews. Let's see how many reviews John Moore got. John Moore Services. Look, got the same many reviews. What I tell you, they got 19,000 too. They got the exact same many reviews. Man, I'm telling you, man, these folks got so much money, and they probably paying Google, backdooring Google. Yeah, look. They be like, man, Google probably like, just give us $1 million. We'll put you up there. We'll find some reviews. They got 4.7 rating. There's no way you got that many reviews. What's the last one? Why the last one? Okay. There we go. Look at it. So disappointed. How they got a 4.7 rating? That's one of the first things I see up here. I ain't finna read all that though. We saw the ceiling stain that appeared from a water leak from our upstairs master bathroom. Look, all these folks, man, look, 20,000 views, man. Y'all know they getting it in. They getting it in. 20,000 reviews. They average ticket probably what? $10,000? They average ticket probably $10,000.
He's being
And they got 20,000 reviews, man. You know them folks. That's why they can afford all these commercials. Just say they got 20,000 reviews. Out of 10 people, only one of them gonna leave a review. Yeah, man, these folks, man, we doing something wrong, folks, in the marketing, man. Cause say they crooks, man. Like the crooks making all the money. What about the righteous people out here that trying to make an honest living, man? Let her get some of the piece of the pie, John Moore. These large companies. So y'all leave in the comment what's the largest company in your area. I ain't saying all of them bad, but you know the ones that are taking up all these TV ads. Them the ones you gotta look out for.
a friend to this homeowner. He's giving him a $125 repair for no charge. So now you're trusting the salesman. And because he's now giving you a free repair, you're kind of feeling obligated to give this guy the job. The salesman is in no hurry to leave and to get to his next customer like most contractors are. Again, they're trained to do this. Meanwhile, while
you heard what he said? Look, you heard what he said, and hey, the salesman in no hurry to leave. I'm telling you. Look, y'all Google Nexstar. Google Nexstar, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use some of this stuff to kind of help you out, but just do it ethnically. Do Nexstar training. You heard what he said? Salesman, no hurry to leave. They trained to. I just seen them in the meeting. You're supposed to call the customer and say, hey, Miss Bobby Jean, I'm on the way. I'm the service technician. I'm on the way to your house. I was asked by stop, give me a cup of coffee. Do you want a bagel or anything or a cup of coffee while I'm on my way there? You know, Miss Bobby Jean gonna be like, no, honey, that's all right. It's just a little warm up in here. When you get here, we'll be waiting on you. And then Miss Bobby Jean gonna hang on the phone. Oh, he's so nice. He done offered me coffee and a donut. Man, but they just setting you up. They gonna have a little pamphlet. They're gonna have the pamphlet. They're gonna have them shoe covers in the back pocket. They're gonna tell you, hey, can you hold my pamphlet? I want to put my shoe covers on. I don't want to check any dirt or anything on your floor. Then they were like, man, these folks, man, they sharp, boy. But whenever they tell you, I say homeowners out there, whenever they tell you, man, I want to see no LeBron James. Get them Lakers off my screen. Whenever them contractors tell you to hold they little notepad and they got them white navy pants on, I think called Nexstar. I'm gonna do Nexstar HVAC training. There you go, right here. All right. Let me know if you can hear that. Uh-oh, knock. Look. You see that white shirt on with that American flag on there, huh? Crispy. He look like a 1 hour AC guy.
Good afternoon, how are you?
And shout out to my technicians and stuff, because I know some of y'all personally, some of y'all watch the channel, you work for 1 hour AC. I'm not down to you or anything like that. You know, you got to do what you got to do to make your money. You know what I'm saying? But I know if you watch my channel, you're a true technician. But
How are you?
Yeah.
You must be Wyatt?
Yeah,
All right, Wyatt, I'm Eric with Any Hour Services. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Well, real quick before we get started, is my truck okay being parked right there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, awesome.
you heard what we said, y'all better get this game. When you pull up, knock, be cordial. Hey, if my truck good right there, we park right there. They try and do that on every stop. Man, you know that truck, all right.
Go ahead and throw on some shoe covers.
Let me see. Look, you gotta put them shoe covers on.
Real quick so I can protect your floors and we'll get the party started. Is it okay if I come in?
Go for it.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, he ain't telling her, he's slipping though. He ain't telling her hold his notepad. What's the name of that company right there? Any hour. That same thing. 1 hour, any hour.
Okay, awesome. Let me go ahead and throw on some shoe covers real quick so I can protect your floors and we'll get the party started. Is it okay if I come in?
Go for it.
Awesome, thank you. You know, I couldn't help but notice that boat in your driveway. How often do you take that out?
Look, he talking about a boat. Hey, man, what my boat got to do with my AC being hot, man? Come on now. See, that's what they getting you right there. They want you to find something that you know the customer value, so you can start a conversation on that, so you can build rapport.
Well, once a month.
Wow, that's more than most people from what I've seen. Usually it's just the driveway queen. It's just more of a statement to their neighbors that they have a boat, you know, and they don't.
Yeah, no, my family and I try to make time for it.
That's awesome. You just go locally around here?
Yeah, we just go up to Bear Lake.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, boating is something I've never gotten into, but anytime I've gotten the opportunity, I've had so much fun out of boats lately.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on with your furnace? I read that you're having some problems with it.
Yeah, basically, it sounds like it's trying to kick on, but then it'll start blowing air and it just won't.
It's pretty cold here. But you hear it doing some things. Okay, how long has that been going on for?
Probably about a week.
A week now? Oh man. So it's been cold in your house for that whole week?
On and off, yeah. We've got space heaters, so.
Oh, at least you have something to take the edge off.
Yeah.
Man, it's definitely chilly in here. We've got plenty of winter weather left this year until it starts warming up. I'm definitely ready for some warmer weather, as I'm sure you are with your boat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. When's the last time you got a tune-up on your furnace?
I haven't got one since I moved in.
How long have you been here?
About 10 years.
Really? Wow, it's been a while then. Ooh, we're gonna find some skeletons in this furnace. What about filter changes?
I'm a contractor.
We've been on top of that about every 3 months.
That's awesome. I wish all my customers could do that. Very nice. And then it looks like this is your first time having this out to your house. Is that right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, luckily for you, in my truck, I have a ton of parts, and in most cases, I can get the furnace fixed for you today. Is this something that you're wanting to get fixed today?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, considering this is your first time being out here, I'm just going to take a second to let you know what you can expect with my visit today.
All right, let's see what we expect with this visit today, folks. What's So I don't see anything wrong with this role playing right now. Everything look good. He finna stick it to him though, so you got to build that rapport though. You already got him. What the first question he asked? When last time he had maintenance on it? It's been 10 years, so we got that information. And now he going through his book. Let's see what else. Filter's been changed on a regular, but we know we can get them. We know the system at least 10 years old because he's been in the house for 10 years. Okay. So we know anything over 10 years. I think they can do anything over 8 years. It's time for a new one. So he's been talking to the customer for about 8 minutes. 8 minutes before going to equipment anything. Oh yeah, he's still up there. Yeah. Buttering customer. That's all he worried about, man. That dude ain't finna get on that floor with that white shirt on. And I don't think they carry overalls or none do. Look. Let's see what we can expect.
I'll just pretend.
No.
No.
We're pausing. Okay, unpause real quick. Okay. Well, before I get started, I just want to take a second to let you know what to expect with my visit today. So what we'll do is we'll start by checking the system to see what the main problem is that's causing it to not work. Once we figure that out, I'm gonna go ahead and inspect the rest of the system, make sure everything else is doing okay. With how long it's been since it's had an inspection or tune-up, I just want to make sure we're not going to run into any other problems and have a breakdown again next week. So during that process, if I notice anything else that's of concern or that we can do to improve the system, is it okay if I bring that up?
Sure.
Awesome.
All right, all right. So you gotta let them know what you're doing and get the okay. They're gonna inspect your system. And this is something I do as well. I let the customer know, hey, we're gonna go troubleshoot the system and give you any recommendations that we find. Is that okay with you? Of course they're gonna say, yeah, that's fine. They ain't gonna be like, no, just tell me exactly what's going on with it. So make sure you get the okay. Cause say, I done Nexstar training before. It's so cheesy, but some of it actually can be useful. Hey, that's true. Be honest with you, I wouldn't mind going and do some of the training. Like I say, but I use some of it. I just be ethical about it to get some of the techniques or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I definitely, I definitely do it. But I'm just not the type, man. I ain't never been. I don't want, they'll sit down at the table and yeah, that's just not my character, man. I just, I don't know. But in the future, though, I love to send my technicians to some of these trainings and stuff like that. But like I said, we just gonna give you the rundown exactly what you need. We give you options. Cause I have some of these guys be comment on my YouTube stuff and be like, the system can be, let's say 8, 9, 10 years old. They need a fan motor or something like that. I done had people, YouTubers comment on there, man, just sell them a new unit. Get that old thing out of here. And I know they've been to some of these Nexstar trainings.
Once we're done going through everything, what we'll do is review the recommendations, and I'll take a minute to put together a few different repair options. I'll let you look them over, and with your approval, I can get started on those repairs for you today.
See, I like that though. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're doing is just give them the option. Hey, and one of the options though is going to be to sell a new unit. Anything over 8 years old. Would it say good, better, and best? Because I don't think he the salesman. I think they still gonna get what they call it a comfort advisor. That's the technician right here. The technician gonna give them the option, then they gonna double down though, and get the technician. I mean the comfort advisor gonna come behind them and be like, hey, this system is fit to be out of warranty. You putting all this money into the system, might well just go ahead and replace it, get you a 10-year warranty. And today, if you sign this dotted line today, we're gonna give you a 10-year labor warranty with it. 10-year parts and labor warranty. They're gonna be like, oh wow. Oh yeah. But yeah, of course you gotta sign up our maintenance program. That's an extra $600 a year.
And the reason we have this whole process is that we want to give you a 5-star experience every time we come out here. And that's my goal for today. I want to make sure that whenever you need anything, heating and air conditioning, electrical, plumbing, drains, even smart home upgrades, that you know that you can call us and trust us to do that work for you. So, do you have any questions before we get started?
No, not really.
All right. And then one last thing that I noticed is that with this being our first time coming out here, I'm sure you've never heard of our VIP Club. It's our maintenance program. We'll talk more about it a little bit later, but it actually helps to stay on top of getting these annual tune-ups done so we can avoid inconvenient breakdowns like this. And so we'll talk more about that later. But why don't we go ahead and start with you showing me to the thermostat.
Good. We're going to talk about more about that a little later. That's how you got to get them, folks. I tell you, I know a little something about this now. You know what I'm saying? You want to start out, like I said, they're buying all the ads, so you want to start off, you get your receptionist when she answers the phone. Are you a member of our VIP club? No. When technician, he can explain it to that. He can explain it when he get there. He can tell you a lot more about it, and it may be able to save you on the visit today. You know what I'm saying? You got to move them down that pipeline. Oh yeah, say the customer just standing there hot. Yeah, standing there hot. They're plumbing the whole roof leaking while they talking. Yeah. All right, cuz say you're gonna start at the thermostat. That's a good place to start. Watch when you probably get at the thermostat. It's probably gonna be antiquated thermostat. You fit sell them a smart thermostat before you even look at the unit.
Right here?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I can see you have it turned off right now. Well, we'll go ahead and turn it on and put it up a couple degrees. It's definitely chilly in here. What temperature do you guys normally keep it?
My wife likes it at 78.
78? That's definitely warm. Well, it's 61 in here right now. She's freezing.
Yeah, she's not very happy.
Oh man, well, let's
When it
definitely
pops-
fix for you. Question, how do you guys like your thermostat?
I like it.
Then I tell you, hey, I told you hey, before he look at the unit, what you say, how you like that thermostat? Oh man. Hey. Before you look at the unit, how about the thermostat though? He finna get, hey look, dude say he like the thermostat, but cuz still finna gonna commit for a smart thermostat though, before he look at the unit. It's a no heat call, folks.
My wife complains, but she
Really?
also doesn't mess with it, so.
Gotcha.
See, he talking too much. He giving too much information. He just said, dude say, how you like the thermostat? Oh, I like it. He said, my wife don't like it. She complained about it. So he gonna jot that down. He gonna put that in his memory for a side note or write it down. Okay, wife don't like the thermostat. We're gonna call the wife in. You know, you can control this thermostat. I can show you an app on there. He's gonna tell you exactly how long you've been running it. Probably say you on your energy bill. You got high energy bill, don't you? You can shake your head the whole time. You got high energy bill, don't you? But you gotta use that body, you gotta mirror them. And then she's gonna be like, yeah. In the summertime, our energy bill, $500. He gonna be writing that down. Oh, $500. She don't like that high energy bill. We can sell them a triple stage compressor. It's a variable speed triple stage compressor. You can cool one room at a time. Yeah.
So you're the one who usually is messing with it? Gotcha. Well,
She'll be laying in bed and just yell at me, hey, turn up the heat, so I have to go.
it sounds like she's one of those smart thermostats that are voice controlled.
Oh, voice control smart thermostat. See, talking too much. He could get him. She say, he got to get out the bed to go change the thermostat. So he the smart thermostat. He got to get out the bed. Hey, I got a smart thermostat too. You know what I'm saying? I got the Nest. I feel you, man. Hey, I feel I can be right in bed to turn mine on. I tell, hey Google, turn the upstairs thermostat to 75. Put it in cool mode.
I like that, so she stopped telling me what to do.
Yeah? Have you guys ever looked into those kinds of the smart thermostats before?
No, I didn't really know that they have the voice control.
All right, folks, we on and popping. The video, let me see. If I had this, I'm trying to show you my fan, man. This video turned into bashing these large companies. But started off as an Appion fan motor. I don't know how I can bring that one to the stage. If I remove this one, the sound gonna go away. Let me remove this for right now. See if I can bring this up. Yeah, anyway though, folks, that's it right there, man. We're back in action. See that fan? All right, it ain't hitting up against nothing, so save myself $1,000. It took me a couple hours to do it, but hey, that's still $500 an hour, so I take it. Yeah, see how I'm gonna review this whole video, man, and we're gonna
Yeah, it's really cool. I have one in my house. It's called the Eco thermostat. It's great because it meets both of your guys' needs. It has those smart capabilities where from her phone she can talk to her phone and have it change the temperature, but it's also really easy to use.
hey, watch. Hey, he's still up there talking, man. Hey, what's it been 10 minutes? He ain't looked at no unit yet. He's still at the dude's still at the thermostat, man. Hey, he been at this call for 30 minutes, man. Talking about the boat. He ain't made it to the furnace yet. These folk about to freeze. They probably got a newborn and everything back there, freezing to death. He talking about a smart thermostat.
And so
See, I ain't lie. Well, I guess I ain't no good salesman because sometimes I go to if I see they got an old antiquated thermostat or something, I mention, hey, you like a thermostat, but I don't get this too detailed into it. You know, I'll try to find the issue out first. Let's go.
So when I'm checking the system, I'll check to see if it's compatible with what equipment you have, and if it is, maybe I'll include that in some of my options. Let's go ahead and take a look at the furnace next. I'll let you lead the way. All right, well, here's your furnace. I can see that it's doing stuff, but it's definitely not working properly. Let's go down and take a look here. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start by getting the model and serial number saved in the system. It's kind of awkward to get in there. Would you mind writing it down as I read it off to you? Sure. All right, so it is 395 CAV 048110 ACJA. This real model number, by the way.
Oh, I was like, what?
Okay. And then the serial number is 2994A 29651. Perfect. Now, from that serial number, it actually tells you how old your furnace is. Do you know how old your furnace is?
No idea. Over 10.
It definitely is. So that serial number tells me that this was manufactured in 1994. So it's definitely got some miles on it. The good news is I still have a lot of the parts for it. So let's go ahead and test this. All right, so this is our main problem. It's called your igniter. You see how it's cracked right here? It's got a little white spot where it's cracked.
We found the main problem. Got a bad igniter.
So the good news is I've got one of these on my truck, and this is a relatively simple fix. And so we'll put that down as the #1 recommendation to get taken care of for you today. And I'm going to go ahead and manually light it so I can continue my inspection. So don't try this at home. Darn. All right, cool. Okay, next part we're going to test is called your capacitor. So that's this guy right here. Okay. This is a normal wear and tear item on your furnace and something you like to check during the tune-ups.
Hey, y'all, so they doing all this for free? They take the igniter, the thermostat. They taking the capacitor. They doing all this for free, huh?
This capacitor, think of it like the battery in your car, how it helps to start the engine. That's what this does, but for a big electric motor. In this case, it's the fan that pushes the air through your vents for the furnace and the air conditioner, so it's used all year long. So I'll hand you my meter. There you go. You can see on here it's rated at 7.5, and it says plus or minus.
Okay, I ain't used that one right there. Okay, we're supposed to hand them the meter. Okay, we're supposed to hand them the meter. Okay, sometimes I have to take a picture of it and show them the rating. Okay. Let me jot that down in my memory bank. Hand the customer the meter.
-6%. So we want it to rate at 7.5, but it can be as low as 7.0 and still be good. And so let's go ahead and test and see where it's reading. Okay, what's showing up on there?
6.9.
So it is a little bit out of the range of where it's supposed to be. So it's still starting your fan motor, but it's only going to get worse.
Hold up.
So
Wait.
it is.
What you say you rated for? Got 6.9.
0.5, and it says plus or minus 6%.
Okay.
See, they doing plus or minus 6%. I usually do 10%. So let me do my calculation, folks. Calculator. 7.5 minus 6%. So anything lower than 7, really. 7.05. They're gonna anything lower than a 7, they're gonna replace it 6.9. I usually do 10%. What's so 10%, as you can see, if you're doing 10%, anything lower than 6.7. That's why he says he going off the manufacturer rating on the capacitor. But we already know 5-6% that thing's still good.
So we wanted to rate at 7.5, but it can be as low as 7.0 and still be good. And so let's go ahead and test and see where it's reading.
He just said 6. So you heard me say anything below 7, time to replace it. It's 6.9.
Okay, what's showing up on there?
6.9.
See, they like them helicopters. They like them helicopters because they want you right there. They're going to show you the real deal. So you can sell water to a well.
So it is a little bit out of the range where it's supposed to be. So it's still starting your fan motor, but it's only going to get worse over time.
That's true. It ain't going to get better.
As well, it puts extra strain on the motor and will make it fail sooner than if it had a good capacitor. So I am going to write that down as a recommendation. Let you decide if that's something you want me to take care of for you today. So now we are all done with the inspection. I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes to write up the repair options. But before I do that, we've talked about a lot of things. Before I do that, we've talked about a lot. All
right, that was a quick inspection, though. I mean, well, you get what you pay for. It's a free inspection. You get what you pay for. All he did was the igniter, talk about the thing. Hey, look, he spent more time talking about the dude's boat than he did inspecting that furnace. He found a cracked igniter. That was easy. He did the capacitor. That's all he checked. Come on, man. He did more talking to the dude building report than he did troubleshooting that dude's unit.
A lot of different things, and I have a decent list of recommendations. I'll just take a second to give you some estimates on where we're going to be at as far as prices to get this done. So for my customers who have these things to get taken care of, typically we're looking at a price as high as maybe about $6,500, all the way down to just a couple $100 to get just the bare minimum done. Most of my customers are somewhere around like $100 a month for the monthly payment on what work they decide to get done.
Here it said. See, already ruling out. See, that 6,500 is gonna start sounding alarm. So he already broke it down to him. Most of my customers, you're looking at about $100-some a month. So don't even worry about it. You ain't gotta come out of pocket with no 6,500 today, but you know, we can get you around. It's almost like a car salesman. What you want your monthly payments to be. That's basically what he tells you.
So I'm going to take a minute to write up those different repair options and let you decide how much you'd like to get taken care of today. Okay. So I'll just be sitting at your kitchen table. Be 15 minutes.
There we go, kitchen table. I tell my guy, go to the van, you know what I'm saying? Go to the van, you write up the quote. God, I love that kitchen table home. He fit to be drinking that Diet Coke and everything at the table.
You're welcome to hang out if you'd like. If not, I'll let
God say he finna go to the kitchen table, tell the homeowner, you can come hang it up. You like, man, this is my house. I know.
I'm finished up.
Look, they finna talk about that boat. They finna talk about that boat and that thermostat. You say you got to get up in the middle of the night, change that thermostat. Hey, old girl laughed too. That was funny. Look at. So what do you think about that boat? Hey, Frank on there. I was about to say, Frank, what kind of boat you think you got, man? You know, Frank love that water. What my boy Matt in? EMT HVAC. Well, yeah, EMT HVAC. He in Cali, man. Y'all probably still asleep. You already know EMT HVAC. Hey, he got a boat, man. Y'all can talk about boats. I don't know nothing about no boats. I'll be out of there. I'll be looking around like.
We go ahead and lower our prices a little bit.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, I've got everything all written up here, but before we go over that, I want to take a second to thank you for having me out here to your house today. I know that there's a lot of companies you could have chosen from. I'm glad you chose Any Hour. And so one of the things I love about Any Hour is the way we do our pricing. It's called our straightforward upfront pricing. It's a lot different from time and material.
Hey, Frank. Hey, he got you, man. He gonna talk about that boat, man. He gonna talk about the water. Hey, Frank, he gonna see all them fishing poles in your garage? He got you, bro. He got you, man. Y'all gonna sit down and talk about fish. Y'all gonna sit down and talk about fishing all day. He gonna have you change that. He gonna have you sign that dotted line. But look, cool though. Hey, but it's so cheesy to me, man. Just sitting here at the kitchen table though.
Other companies do. What it means is these prices that we go over, they're not estimates. They are locked in prices for me to get this project done, regardless of how much time it takes me. So
Locked
I don't
in.
have to worry about it costing more when the job is actually finished. I went ahead and put together 6 different options.
God damn.
Everything we talked.
God say 6 different options. Hey, you know he good for one. 6 different. God got good, a look good, better, kind of best, platinum plus. God got all kind of options, man. You know that, hey, you know the platinum plus, the whole new system that's gonna get this taken care of. Get that 10-year manufacturer, 10-year labor warranty, sign up for the VIP program.
Out, and each option down, we take off the next less urgent item, all the way down to just the bare minimum. Any work that I do automatically does come with a 1-year warranty, parts and labor for Any Hour, and some of the indoor air.
Frank say he gonna say him something next day.
Quality upgrades that we discussed have extended warranties from the manufacturer. We can get into that later. So what I'll do is I'm going to go over option number 1, and then I'll let you look over the rest of them, which are just variations of it. So option number 1 is going to include our main problem, which is that igniter. That's going to make it so we can get the furnace to light up again. It's also going to include the flame sensor, which is that probe that sits in the flames and detects that the flames actually lit up. Next, we have cleaning your air.
You heard that? So if you buy the igniter, you got to buy the flame sensor too. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy the flame sensor too. He said it come with it. Oh, that's why that igniter gonna be $799 because it's coming with the flame sensor too. You can't do one without the other. Cause it's a good, better, and best. Man, this right here hilarious, man. It ain't hilarious, but it is hilarious, man.
Conditioner coil. That's going to give you the better airflow through your system and detects the, and then I'll let you look over the rest of them, which are just variations of that. So option number 1 is going to include our main problem, which is that igniter. That's going to make it so we can get the furnace to light up again. It's also going to include the flame sensor, which is that probe that sits in the flames and detects that the flames actually lit up. Next, we have cleaning your air conditioner coil. That's going to give you the better airflow through your system.
Okay, so we're going to clean the coil too. Okay. See, these folks right here see, I don't even think about that. These folks here on way another level than me. Because on the furnace call, I don't even think about cleaning the evaporator coil to give it that good airflow going through there, you know, so your furnace don't overheat. I ain't think about that. That's option 2. Now 4 more to go. Oh man, option 1, flame sensor and igniter. Option 2, flame sensor, igniter, and coil. Core cleaning. Look, I want they gonna do a pour. They gonna do a pour and clean. Hey, I wonder he gonna clean it with that white shirt on. Man, these dudes hilarious, man.
System and help to reduce the wear and tear on that fan motor, just making it more efficient. We have the whole house surge protector, which is, like I said before, it's that
Whole house surge protector. We went from the furnace to the whole house down. Okay, we ain't got down to the smart thermostat yet. I'm sure they got a package too. The best this package, we get all this done for $45,000.
that shock absorber for the electricity coming into your house. We have the fan motor upgrade to the more efficient variable speed one with the new fan blades, so it's going to be balanced.
Fan motor variable speed upgrade. Okay. They're gonna get rid of that old PSC motor, get you a variable fan speed. See, these guys got me, man. I used to go with OEM like for like. I ain't know we was upgrade PSC motors and stuff like that during the furnace call. I'm slipping, man. I'm slipping. Let me write all this down, man, so I won't forget, man. I gotta get core cleaning. I gotta clean the cord on the furnace. I got off of variable speed motors. Upgrade. Hope y'all write some of this stuff down too, man. Sales tactics.
We have the upgraded air filter to help out with your guys' allergies. The humidifier to help out with the dry skin.
Good, got the whole book out there. Humidifier. Man, options, man. That's what it's about. Option, folks. You got to give them options. Put it in the customer hand. Let them decide. What's up, Chuck? Hey, we gotta let them decide, man. Yeah. The best, hey. And y'all be wondering why these folks averaging $10,000 tickets.
You guys have been experiencing. And last but not least, that UV light, which, like I said, is like the flu shot for your house.
And UV light.
So, looking at option number one,
write that down, man. You can use that. A UV light is like a flu shot for your house. You know what I'm saying? Next time you sell a UV light, tell me like a flu shot. You know, protect the viruses going through there. Write that down. UV light, like a flu shot. Use that one. Okay. I think gonna get a rundown now.
to help out with the dry skin that you guys have been experiencing. And last but not least, that UV light, which, like I said, is like the flu shot for your house. Mm-hmm. So, looking at option number one, if we took care of everything for you, we'd be looking at a grand total of about $120 a month, or a total of $6,500. I'll let you look through those.
Okay, you did say $6,500 for everything, right? About $100 a month.
Options take as much time as you need, and let me know what questions you have.
Look, you see that? This is what we got to learn right here, man. You let him sit back. You see how he gave him that quote? He look away. Don't say nothing else. A lot of us, we talk ourselves out of that sale. So we give it to him. Give it to him. You turn away. Cross your leg, fold your leg. Don't say nothing else. Let them decide. Leave the ball in their court. Okay? We learning today, folks.
Okay.
Don't worry about the awkward silence. Don't worry about that. Don't say nothing until they ask you something.
What if we just want to replace the system itself?
You know, that's a great question.
With that is a great question. Now we're gonna be talking about a little bit more than 65. That's a great question. You got a good customer. You probably think, y'all, I know you can afford that boat out there. You can afford a new unit.
age of your system, it's definitely something that is worth considering. And the way that we go through that, every house is different. These aren't just a one size fits all kind of thing. So what we do is have my supervisor come out here. He's gonna
That's the comfort advisor. Told you get that comfort advisor out there.
actually measure up your house and see what size of equipment your house needs. Then he's also going to see what code upgrades need to be done, because at no extra cost to you, we do pull permits and get inspections on every install. From there, just like I have my repair options, he'll have new system options. And you can look over them side by side and decide if you want me to come back out and do the repairs.
Man, they killing it, man. The repair option is $6,500. So imagine what the good, better, and bestest system replacement gonna be. Cause you know we starting borderline $12,000-$15,000 on just that furnace, just the furnace part, what you need. If the repair option for that flame sensor and some filters and washing the core, that's $6,500. Imagine you get a whole new flame sensor, igniter, blower motor, all that. You know that's starting at 12. And we ain't talking about the outside condenser unit with upgraded disconnect. Oh man, B4. They getting it in, man. They getting it in, boy. I ain't giving enough options.
Or if you want to take advantage of one of the specials and promotions that we have going right now and just get the whole thing replaced.
You heard that. They got specials and promotion. You just want to go ahead and replace that whole thing.
And so if that's what you'd like to do, all that's due with me today is just my dispatch. I'm going to put everything all back together. And when my supervisor comes out here, there's no charge for his visit.
Okay.
So is that what you're thinking you want to look at doing?
Yeah, it'd be.
So at least any hour charging a service fee. He charging a service fee. He just said all you gotta do is pay me for my dispatch. But when my comfort advisor, supervisor come out, all that's free. Okay.
Be nice to be able to kind of compare the two.
Honestly, I think that's a great decision. I feel like the more information you have, the better. The last thing I want is for you to choose something and then regret it later. So I'm going to go ahead and message my dispatcher and see what the schedule is like for getting him out here. When's a good time for both you and your wife to be out here?
I'm ready.
When's a good time for you and your wife to meet with my supervisor?
Tomorrow. We both have tomorrow off.
Okay, so would you prefer morning then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and message.
I call as soon as they text in. I usually call.
So
So.
we just call in.
Well, so they usually text like, hey, or they'll call depending on, I guess, the situation. Like, or text, if they need a supervisor out at the best times. It's just a lot easier for us to call because we're usually in dispatch doing a lot of other stuff. So like going back and texting and having to check. It's like,
So I'll put you on speakerphone. Okay, I've got my dispatcher right here. Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing awesome. What's the availability for getting a supervisor out to my current call tomorrow morning?
All right, so for tomorrow morning, we either have, we have one more spot from 9 to 11, or we have a few spots 11 to 2. We also have in the evening 3 to 6, 6 to 8.
Okay, which one of those would work best for you and your wife? You just need that 9 to 11 spot?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and put them in that 9 to 11 time frame.
All right, that'll be the last one for my 9 to 11. I will get that scheduled. You will be getting a text message in just a minute that I've gotten that appointment booked. Is there anything else you need?
Just a 10-day vacation in Hawaii. You got that.
Same, I wish.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got you all set up there. Do you have any
Yeah, man, your boat.
right now?
No.
All right, I'm gonna go get Humpty Dumpty back together again. And when I come back up here, we'll finish up the paperwork and be on our way.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Good job, man. Good job, man. He fed selling a new unit. There you have it, folks. Hey. I ain't read some. Look at the comment. Cause this is so corny. Customer. I ain't read the comment. Look at that. This is so corny. Customers are stupid. Every company is doing this now, and customers are picking up on it. It might work once, but if it's a repeat customer and you pull the same spiel every time, you get the boot. Hey, at the end of the day, though, shit, I don't think they want repeat customers, and they not, and they ain't gonna have repeat customers. But if you can sell them a $30,000 unit, hey, you good. But think about it, once you sell them that $30,000 unit, and they give you that 10-year manufacturing, 10-year labor warranty, you're gonna feel like you obligated to go with them, because they're gonna like, oh no, they installed this. I got 10-year warranty on it. And you gotta think about a 10-year warranty, especially if they're keeping the unit maintained. Chances are ain't nothing really gonna fail. So even if I go behind a customer though, I mean, one of these big companies, they charge, I mean, they doing 10-year manufacturer warranty, 10-year labor warranty. If I can get a decent amount, I match that. But like I say, you do have to get the unit maintained, because you got to think about it. You got a brand new system, they maintain it every year, but you got to tell your technicians, or when you go out there to service the equipment, you got to do a good job when you do maintenance. If you clean them cores, make sure the filter's clean, you shouldn't really have no breakdown. And if you're charging a good, decent amount, if you're getting $30,000 for a whole complete system, if that compressor up under warranty, I mean, hey, if that compressor go out in 8 years or something like that, hey, you still getting a free compressor. Still ain't gonna cost you number what? You know what I'm saying? 4 hours of labor to go and take care of it. But you, like I say, I ain't never sold no equipment for $30,000. But if I can get $30,000 for it, you know, I do want repeat customers. But at the end of the day, they got $30,000. They don't care if they getting repeat customers or not. All right, folks, man. Hey, this started off as a condenser fan mode. I mean, Appion fan replacement, and this end up being, watch out for these large customers. Large contractors, or these large companies. If you're a customer, contact your local business, small business, support the small business. Also, again, if anybody interested in these frost shields, visit frostshieldhvac.com. Let me see. Let me remove this. There you go. frostshieldhvac.com. This is going to help you from burning your fingertips and stuff like that from refrigerant splashback. They go right here on your gauges, as you can see, so you won't get burnt, and you can get a good grip. You can get a good grip to screw them on and off. So like I say, support our small fellow HVAC people, our HVAC brothers. He invented these himself. You go visit his YouTube page too, Frost Shield. You know what I'm saying? So go support him. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I'm gonna go watch some basketball and some NASCAR a little later on. And just relax. All right, HVAC people.